Hey guys, it's Jen. My hair's a mess today, but we're just gonna roll with it. I wanted to make a video because I finally saw WandaVision. I did watch episodes 1 and 2 all the way through. And then 3, 4, and 5, 3 and 4. I don't know if 5 came out yet. But anyways, let's discuss and come up with maybe some theories. First off, I get a weird reaction to the theme song for WandaVision, like the trilling part or whatever, where it's like the piano roll or whatever. It just like gives me chills, which is really weird. Anyways, that might just be me. But and how I react to things. Let me move over here so you can see the background a little bit better. But I did not like the first episode at all. It was just really weird. Like, I feel like they're just trying to fill in, like, I feel like they're trying to fill in like gaps or whatever, but it didn't like have like any specific timeline, and it was really weird being in black and white. But I guess they're going through like the decades, which is fine. And like, obviously anything in this video, like, correct me if I'm wrong, or like comment your theories down below, anything like that. I'm just talking about what I saw and like my theories, who I'd want to see appear in WandaVision, things like that. I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen them, just don't watch it. But anyways, the first episode was really weird. Not really. The only thing that like really bothered me in the first episode was the wife of the boss, Mrs. Hart. When Mr. Hart was choking, she just kept going, "Stop, stop," and like in a laughing manner. Like I didn't get that. It sounded very, her voice sounded almost robotic to me, which was interesting. Maybe they'll touch more on that later on. I didn't really notice anything, but it was just weird to me. And in the second episode, was it the second episode? Dottie. There's something very weird about her. But then again, too, the whole thing is WandaVision. Like, it's this made-up world. But, like, my thing is, where are the kids? Like, they always say these charities and stuff are for the kids. I've never seen any kids other than Wanda and Vision's kids, which we'll get into that later. That's weird. But, like, I've only ever seen Wanda and Vision's because I've never seen any of the other kids. And, like, when they did the magic show and everything, it was like, oh, for the kids. Well, what kids? Like, did Wanda get rid of them? Did the person that's controlling her, because it's obvious that she's being controlled. She's in this world. Obviously, she's making her own decisions in this world, but there's still some kind of control there. And I do think it has to do with the Mind Stone, because if you remember when Captain America was putting the stones back, there was a break in the timeline, and the Mind Stone didn't get put back in the right place. I think it's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I definitely think it has something to do with the Mind Stone, and I do think somebody is controlling Wanda. Whether it's Mephisto or somebody else, I do think Wanda is being controlled. And I do think some of the things that she is doing are out of her control. But I do think there is some suspicion there with Dottie. I do think there's some suspicion there with Vision's boss and his wife. There's definitely suspicion, given the fact, too, at the very last episode, Quicksilver, the X-Men version, who's Pietro, he comes back, but it wasn't the Marvel Cinematic Universe version. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place in this video, which I definitely don't mean to, but as these things pop up in my head, I want to talk about it. Anyways, Quicksilver. When you look at the reflection in the mirror of Quicksilver, he has a red hand. I do think he is somewhat, like, I don't want to say he's fully Mephisto, because I do think Mephisto is making himself as several different people. I do think Quicksilver, the X-Men version, is a part of Mephisto. I do think, I can't remember his name, it's the blonde guy that's like watching the screens and everything. I do think he's also part of Mephisto, and maybe possibly Dottie is Mephisto. I don't know, but back to the children. Did Wanda like get rid of the children, or like is that Mephisto doing that? Like, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, is she just like trying to protect the children? I feel like if she was trying to protect children, though, why would she have her own children? And like, doesn't anybody like notice that they are growing at like a rapid pace? Like, does anybody like find that suspicious? Or like, there's just like so many different holes in this show that it's like there's like no explanations. I'm hoping that they do explain that, like, why are her kids growing at a rapid pace, and like why isn't anybody like noticing? Like, it's just weird to me. The other thing is with Quicksilver, it is the X-Men version of Quicksilver, but I think with that is they're trying to introduce the multiverse, because if you watch all the Marvel movies and like if you know like the upcoming shows and stuff or movies and stuff, Doctor Strange is going to have I think it's a movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse. So I do think they're going to bring some of the X-Men characters into the Marvel universe, and that's going to be like the multiverse. I also saw too, I want to say it was for the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse movie. It's going to have all three Spider-Man, so Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. And they're all from different universes. Another one that I saw on there was Ryan Reynolds, who plays Deadpool. So I think they're finally going to bring Deadpool into this, which is awesome. I'm excited to see how they're going to incorporate Deadpool into this. I kind of hope we see old man Captain America. Not just because he's my favorite, but I do kind of hope he shows up, whether it's in the Doctor Strange multiverse movie or even in WandaVision. I think it'd be really cool, because I have always noticed like the connection that Captain America and Wanda had. And I do think that like if she were to, I guess, like flip out, like go nuts and everything, that Captain America would be able to be the one to bring her back. I do believe that. Maybe I'm wrong. I do kind of hope to see Doctor Strange make an appearance in this. And I'm just going to put it out there. This is way off from WandaVision. Loki's not dead. He can't be dead. I do think the version of Loki that Thanos killed was a copy, I guess, of him. I do still believe he's somewhere in this multiverse. He did at one point have the Mind Stone, so I do kind of hope to see him being incorporated into this. I do kind of hope the the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Quicksilver, Pietro, he shows up in this too. Sorry, I don't know why I say Marvel Crush Universe. It's Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm so sorry. But I do feel like there's a lot of people that they could bring into this in order to create more of a timeline and to mesh all these multiverse people together. But also too, if you read like comics and stuff like that, you would know that the Scarlet Witch actually used to be part of the X-Men but she left. I think it was she left, and I want to say, I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. It's whoever took Bucky and made him who he was. I just can't think of the name of it. It's not Shield, but I do think somebody else got the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver in their clutches, and then the Avengers kind of saved them. Unfortunately, not Quicksilver, because he kind of sacrificed himself to help save lives. But so that's how Wanda kind of can bring in the X-Men, because she was a part of that at one point. So she can kind of bring that back. But I do hope to see Doctor Strange in it. Kind of, I just feel like somebody needs to like bring her out of this, and I feel like it's either going to be Captain America that brings her out of it, or Doctor Strange. He's going to come out that and I don't know who is controlling. I've heard theories that Loki is the one controlling her, but why would Loki control Wanda? Like, I don't see that connection there. I mean, Loki's Loki. He's God of Mischief. But I just don't see that. I do think it's Mephisto. But I do think Loki does have a part in this in some way. I can't wait to see more. I just don't know where. But like I said, I do think that Quicksilver is a part of Mephisto. I do think Mephisto is several different people. I don't think that he's one specific person. He might be that one specific person at the time, but I do think he is controlling several different people. And it wouldn't surprise me if he was controlling Dottie. I'm going to have to go back and watch episodes 3 and 4 again, and I think it was 5. Maybe, I don't think I've seen 5. I don't know. But I kind of just watched it. I did fall asleep here and there, so there were parts that I missed, but I am going to rewatch it again. But I do think that there are a lot of holes that they could fill in. Like, I feel like people are getting suspicious of the fact that Vision doesn't eat. The children growing at a rapid pace. And like, in a way, I do feel bad for Wanda, because she lost a lot. But I feel like the way that she's going about this universe and like her own thing and like controlling these people, there's good and evil in everybody, and I do think this is somewhat evil of her to do, because I do think she is going to snap, and it's going to be really, really bad. Another person I would love to see in WandaVision would probably be Nick Fury, if possible. Nick Fury, I kind of want to see Jane come back into this, like from Thor, because if you have seen WandaVision, the one girl that's watching the screens and says she recast Pietro, she was actually in Thor: The Dark World working with Jane, so maybe they can bring Jane back into this somehow. I don't know. And this is off topic. I do think it's super cool that Mrs. Hart was played by Kitty from that 70s show. It kind of worked within the whole aesthetic of the episode. But I do want to hear other people's theories, and if you have any like questions or like questions about characters that you think I have theories about or anything like that, I kind of want to turn this channel into like me talking about like Marvel and like other characters. Like, I don't want it to be really makeup anymore or anything like that. I want to kind of just have like an outlet. Like, it's going to be a bunch of different things on this channel. I do want to revive this channel. I do want to make something of this channel. But I do want to add in my love of Marvel Cinematic Universe. I do want to add in like my love of other things. Like I do love Star Wars as well. Some horror movies like Disney. I want to like incorporate that because I think that'd be really, really cool. I don't see a lot of these videos sometimes talking about this stuff. But like I said, on anything, like correct me if I'm wrong, or if I've missed something, like comment down below so I can like rewatch and like look at it again. Questions for me. Questions about my favorite characters. Just like, it doesn't even have to be like WandaVision related. It could be like any like Marvel Cinematic Universe question. But yeah, comment all that stuff down below. I'm going to end it here just because I don't want to keep rambling. But yeah, that's my theories, opinions, questions I have, and all that. So